Abusunya Kennedy a compare kwa Japan ne boy Ernest Owusu Bempah watuja ekokwa mebafo Abronye ho Akyea agene de Dr. Ayew Afriyie agene de Dominic Nitiwul ene bugri na bu tribal politics omonso age omo de Dr. Bawumia ono de
na me I'm daring them. Me can we na me say me can respond, but I'll respond. Say obit is Abronye and onya de effrontery ti betra radio so no cassette ya me. Now Abronye already baby am Kofi Afriyie. Me need the first person me do bad radio so first. Pupa Brabontina beka se me boa. Accra me na me do bad radio so first. E ma beka sa radio so. That day no me do kona na me do timi tundro mu na okono. Omo tomu nyina na yinka. Kwabra Owusu Adom, I know you host of your friend is saying top radio. Owusu nie me dance nie Happy FM. And Owusu be catch him say bravo. Youth organizer, new youth organizer dinaba. Or Kasei pa that first time do radio so be a telephone
Smart line update.
Na obia we insulting you. First time on radio. Me na me do buy. Me na me do call calling point. I do question of Akwablas Pachinsa. And now we see there a man to non frel. And then when you de effronti. Na the kitchen crowd them person meka. Say me yeah mama Ghana monkai na me ma. Just look at the sense. Me ma bia for yansa na me so beto. Go and see. Kromo ayewo no. Enye radio so kasa tintin na be kire baby a obobre wo. Me wo classmates wo krum hawo. Make man come classmates ni bi a kire wo. Say me Owusu Bempah me nye neba wo. Me wo classmates, people know me. Remonacha a wo ye Yoko boss. Abronye so person hu a me classmate, me best friend on campus Ghana Institute of Journalism. Go and find out. He is my classmate. Oh, classmate in wine. Me come prep college. Me wo classmates. I went to one of the best boys schools in Ashanti region. Me classmates any Akwesi Sapon of BBC. My classmate, my senior at school, any Stanley Slav Dobi, I was the spokesperson or the deputy chief of staff. Me were classmates who Otiona Udo Baba Kasim some fun. Nankanya MPP na do by this time and Kawo. Now me person me respond to you because unya me level. You are not on my level. Me na me do so do better radio so Accra first. Na would matema. Why be una wait be dinate. Na me person no be komanta. Me no komanta o. You can't stand the test of time. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Me di Dr. Williams atem ya antete sa bi ko me ko Bempah college. Me sorry anopa. E me di Dr. Williams atem. Kababusu afokra bi twamasu. Me sorry e me attack men of God and men of dignity in this country. Me sorry anopa. E mama me didi penifo toto wura o ma bobra e chemi enso ya no abusuafo ne bi bobra be so ya tem medidi o ma tem medidi penifo bi atem emfa no hu ni je kofo akasa na me Owusu Bempah na ma sorry aba be twije kofo anu awofo e bi si da because baby I'm free minim. I went to a good school, prep college. I went to school. I now say okay degrees na ye degrees I won uni degrees I ye won uni bi na ma begina na me dwamenu na begina social media na meka. I hold 3 master's degrees. 3 master's degrees. Strategic communication, masters in PR, and masters in media management. Don't do ruwa munafiki. Now sorry agika kanare. Yesi ye ni abegina ni ye dede jiri obi. Ni abeka. Ni obi ehu. Ka baby akọ secondary school, na ka baby akọ primary school, na ka baby a wo classmate ba akọ kire me. Can classmate back in this political space, and I will just shut up. Who born dog? And then young phobia, and then later they see phobia regional radio, no more casa, social media, hey casa. Hey, Nankanya Abronye out to Semia, and yes, coming here for only Jerry John Rollins or Mampenida that Rollins and Auntie for just 2 days, and you can't just go bonk for boom penny for I was privileged to work under 2 presidents. Privileged. The whole youth in this country will be able to have that opportunity. What do you want to me? I rest my case. I don't want to go into that realm. I'm here to talk about Kennedy Agyapong. Kennedy Agyapong is going to be the president of Ghana. Unyankopon wa shiran. Unyame so be hye n'animuonyam. Obema Ghana for enya and that's so papa. And the new dawning is coming where Kennedy Agyapong is going to be the president of Ghana. We need the flag bearership of the NPP. I believe when I see a leader, I know one. I know what I can see in him. It don't come motherfucker. Ghana for here motherfucker to become the president of Ghana. Ghana for believe who say Kennedy be a president. Some nonsense will stop in this country. And you know that motherfucker must come. That motherfucker must come and lead this country. That motherfucker will come and lead this country. That motherfucker will come. And I mean, you're too unpredictable. Too unpredictable. When it comes to me banta. Me, what you say? Me turn or gonna do pain. It means so bobo. Who I always say, when you me me, my turn or gonna do pain. It means so bobo. What you say? It baby I come. Ye turn your candidate. Also turn candidate. Turn candidate. Na kandi obetumi aye ye man head of economic management team also obechi dollar no aloke no amasidi no aye yi wantumi anye eno ne ye beka ho asem ye nidi obi atem also obeji semfo vote amaye wantumi anye die ntimi fa ne nko eno ne ye ka ho asem ti beka bibi foforo na fa dispute to what we are saying eno ano no ye nyina ye party ba ko forma. Why would you want to come into the realms of telling people say any ah na ya chimpenifo atoto resi Ghana ni ya super wom but we go be call law school ye ni mo certificate edaho sisi we have copies edaho ye meka because we don't want to go there. The point that we are saying is what we are saying. No de sukachi hey bede na ye ni sumna so ene bede na ye ni sumna so Kennedy Agyapong many 2012 or chair pickups almost about 5,000 pickups across the whole constituency in this country. Many trial ne gutema all ship chema kutinya wawi may he so rest in peace ho and na man for Kofa pickups many trial ni sika wa che dia boa party a support to campaign throughout. This man sacrificed his life for this party. Nedru ebra da no akogina no Owusu radio station Oman FM edru brebia Boiling Point was the only political program that was fighting. Minya Samia Uku Adumaku Befi, myself, Charles Owusu, Atik Mohammed, Abu Ramadan, we were the ones who were soldiering. It enemy later they said to social media that time 2012 when we were looking for men to fight for the MPP. Where were those update? Kennedy Agyapong gave us his platform for us to fight. On Man FM in the two. You be a Boiling Point the whole Ghana baby. Let them come and tell us. Boiling Point, NOB canon. Boiling Point made some yoku. Yen ye formal AFAC. Let my vote count alliance. And then Dr. Afriyie. And then hey, yeah, na me dream one emissary. And then Kofi in the effort. Etimi ko tua sika man Kofi bi say ye be denigrate character assassination. Me also be pa character assassinate me. It will never work. Me, I've been around for too long and I'm not going anywhere. So they should get it. Me. What you say can seem so Bempah be a corrupt to be the corruption a better me that. Cause me baby I'm free bar. And I've told you people think politics and I mean me BB free. You'll be making a terrible mistake. You will attach ya. Adie ba ko ese oti ase ne say we are see politics no. The new paradigm shift no a change and the people who are the voters and the electors are looking for a leader obe seeking the interest of the ordinary people. It is not about what he says or what comes out of their mouth or who they look, how they stand, how they look. It is about the interest of the ordinary people. Other than that, America, the greatest democracy in the world, will not vote for a motherfucker like Donald Trump. No, because o come motherfucker che obia, Donald Trump e come motherfucker e che obia, otimi hwe obi ka che a motherfucker. Opa videos no and then come here, I'll play it for you. Obian will come motherfucker Donald Trump. But Americans saw that he said he will make America great again. First time a man had the opportunity, he built the American economy, created almost about 200,000 jobs, 1.2 million jobs here and there. He was creating an opportunity for the ordinary Americans. And they believe that he's the man who can change the lifestyle of the American people. And I'm to Obama. And so Oman Sheso a motherfucker. Boris Johnson. Obiani Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson was one of the British prime ministers from the Conservative Party. Obia operating behind himself. Boris Johnson is a joker. American British people don't take him serious. The Conservative Party voted for Boris Johnson to become the Prime Minister of Great Britain, and indeed, an opportunity. They saw that he has the interest of the British public at heart. They voted for him, and he made some changes. It's neither here nor there. Winston Churchill was just one of the biggest motherfuckers in the history of Britain. At that time of the war, Winston Churchill serious. But at that time of the war, he was the one that led the war and took Britain and restored dignity for the British people. Your leaders baby Adolf Hitler was a stammerer. No kasa o kasa kwa wontina ni bufua. Adolf Hitler the bufua. And some of the can one
Smart gun update.
He was the leader of the German country at that time of the war.
Smart
and
gun
he
update.
led the transformation of Germany, and they cars beat some Mercedes-Benz. Industrial revolution, of course, was Germany. Adolf Hitler has built a transformation a legacy is still there. He was a motherfucker. He was a motherfucker. Adolf Hitler was a motherfucker. Into you attach ya. If we are si baby I do no. If we are si for here leader or a motherfucker. Obey me walk the talk. I'm telling you, Agyapong is a motherfucker, and that is what the people of Ghana needs, because he started his motherfucker from Asin Dompim primary school, from a poor background, from Asin Dompim, and work his way through that he's going to make it in life as a motherfucker. And he worked his way to Adisada College. You were coming from a rich home, but he was rubbing shoulders with you. You're attached. And Agyapong said, motherfucker, to go to America, Germany, and the Twaso America, United States of America. Or say, I will make it in life. Kennedy came back to Ghana and became a legislator, built the whole empire, and became a business mogul and a billionaire. Oka motherfucker bakubia utimisi dan baku East Legon. Hey, it is a youth no renwa. If somebody can say motherfucker and build a business empire, it means create job opportunities for the people of Ghana, millions of Ghana, then hell yeah, we want a motherfucker leader like that. If he can say motherfucker and can build a cardiothoracic center in 37 military hospital. Most of the politicians omanya sika omdo musika kotre trambuchi eko baby eko ye you know. Utiase Agyapong is the only politician ononya ni sika otimi tunis bottom sika $6 million say Miami Krom Ghana 37 military hospital. That time your vice president Okruma on come motherfucker. Vice president on come motherfucker. Okruma. But when Timmy and Transia who say 37 military hospital, we have a deficit. When Timmy go raise the funds, crowd, Agyapong to the bottom, $6 million, and you could see cardiothoracic center, 37, and also come motherfucker. Ghanaians want such a leader like that to come and lead them. You know what? You are touching me go fan. You know what? The minute Ghana for who said motherfucker Agyapong, a president, you know. Police in Ikra bribe or best city up because when you said the motherfucker is the
Smart
president of
Ghana
Ghana.
update.
If the minister under Kennedy Agyapong ebeye mistake,
Smart
when you
Ghana
say
update.
motherfucker will sack him, and he won't make that mistake. Na Kennedy Agyapong motherfucker a president of Ghana. Why ne beti ma sorry so kwa kutu galamsi? That motherfucker will deal with you. You will go to jail because he doesn't give a fuck. That is the motherfucker that the Ghanaian youth are calling for. That is the motherfucker that Ghana for everywhere. That motherfucker no say nonsense in society must stop. And that motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong. Ghanaians want the motherfucker like that to come and lead us. So that is what they are looking for. Somebody who is so poise. So we a minister na ne maame ba no. Na di nkwasi asema. He will show you motherfucker. He will sack you. That is the Kennedy Agyapong that we are talking about. Ghana for Gen Z no maburu. Omo pe motherfucker to say Kennedy Agyapong. Obia o seeking the interest of the ordinary people. Obia o dwene Ghana ho. Ultimately come motherfucker creating jobs for the youth. The teeming youth, millions out there are looking for jobs. It's not that rhetorics. Just Okama Dafaka Wetima creating 1.2 million jobs. He's going around and showing the way how we can use coconut juice to create job opportunity for millions. How Ayetimi use arable lands in the northern region to create and build factories. That motherfucker is ready to do that. And that is what Ghanaian people are looking for. And you know, Kennedy, ye peso kama dafaka pa obe kama dafaka no sa because o kama dafaka baby e be create jobs for the ordinary Ghanaian teeming youth to get jobs to do it obe kama dafaka ye ru atachia Kennedy Agyapong obe kama dafaka he will not stop because o kama dafaka bi edi yedie bre Ghana for mabunu ekoka adwamu o Lebanon baby no mo chire o ma no mo te Lebanon. Yehun minister bia on kama dafaka vice president bia no okroma no on kama dafaka se otu ni bottom sika na o use Ghana leverage na contact na resource to get the Ghanaian youth, millions of you who are suffering in Lebanon, to bring them home. That motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong stood on his ground, dip his own pocket and get the money to bring those Ghanaian people and kwalano no maka dwamu hon edomo ba Ghana obi anye motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong ye into Obeka motherfucker. Yeah, body the so on motherfucker. Obeka, because he will change this country for us. With that motherfucker, we need that motherfucker because indiscipline goes to Ghana too much. Indiscipline. That is why corrupt criminals we cannot come around Kennedy Agyapong, because that is why they are so hell-bent that they don't want him to come, because that motherfucker will discipline you if you're a minister under his watch. Police in Ikra bribe. Na se Kennedy Agyapong your president or bedwin home you because when you say motherfucker be taking over the leadership of this country. That is what we are talking about. Etino sasema you attach Akyea no and very good for us because Kennedy Agyapong, the youth believes in him. That is why Ghana for here some motherfucker no so maybe Ghana for so. Because not the end bar said the Akyea over. Not the end bar under his watch. Na minister, we minister. Now we health minister. Now I call Abronye so ko sa ho yare. We health minister. Kennedy Agyapong beka se ka ho.
Smart Ghana
update. Ka ho deputy minister take over because motherfucker is the president of Ghana. Kennedy Agyapong is president of Ghana. Now we go to Galamsey, who military leader ya small say go and look for Galam stop, go and arrest people. He will declare a state of emergency and rip up all the leaders. Omudi anymore omuma Galamsey because we DC now to Chrome now so Shesi into Galamsey now Kennedy Agyapong appointee now Krabiasi near to Galamsey or that motherfucker Kennedy Agyapong will deal with you. Who DC no go jail. That motherfucker is what we need. That kind of leaders is not what we need. Eti you of attach your motherfucker now can any and one kwanswa na can over. That motherfucker is ready to take up the leadership. Indiscipline is becoming too much in this country. So we need a motherfucker like Kennedy Agyapong who will give people putu hot, solid on the asses of these motherfuckers. And he is ready to deal with the motherfuckers. That is why most of our corrupt people within our party don't want him to become the flag bearer. That is why Corrupt people hate Kennedy Agyapong to the core. That is why untruthful people don't want to hear the name Kennedy Agyapong, because he's a motherfucker and he doesn't give a shit. He will tell the truth even if it's your mother. He will tell the truth even if it's God. He don't care who else is God. And that is one thing that people cannot stand. Oh, not the other bar. Obeka motherfucker. Obeko swaka motherfucker. Because Waka motherfucker be the biggest co-store. I'm managing for 25 years. This man is a motherfucker. Yes, indeed, he's a motherfucker. How many politicians have been able to build the business and sustain this business for this while and still sustain it for this while and still call themselves a Obeka motherfucker? Because Americans believe in Donald Trump. So Oka motherfucker. But they saw the economic prowess. They saw the interest. How Donald Trump is so passionate about the people of America. And so they voted for him. Unim democracy cha America for. Unim nyansa cha America for. And so the Americans voted for that motherfucker. Now Kennedy Agyapong a president, now you minister, now koji bribe, now fana fuji grad or tia. Who minister? You are gone. That is the kind of discipline that we want to see. That motherfucker will be the president of Ghana. We believe in the delegates that they will vote for that motherfucker. Because he is the only one. Obetima instill the discipline in the MPP, your political party, in discipline. Of course, Kennedy Agyapong will instill discipline. That motherfucker is the only one who can instill discipline in our party. What are we talking about? Let's go and check. Share. Adeba kukwa yu attach Akyea meni ajipa me hu se Kennedy betime lead Ghana. Mo pa me mamu nyina mo assignment mo go check it. Say every great leader be our wiase a the big transformation abe wiase a what changing the paradigm shift in their country biam. They have the characters of what a motherfucker. They have the character of a motherfucker. Opa, go and check. They have a little bit of craziness in them. Go and check. Winston Churchill, Napoleon Bonaparte, Abraham Lincoln, Adolf Hitler. Name them. Name the great leaders. All of them has a little bit of craziness. Because if you are not prepared to step on people's toes, if you don't have that kind of wherewithal to tell it in the front of the face of the people around you that who are doing wrongdoings, to punish them, you can never be a leader. That's what I'm telling you, that Dr. Bawumia is not a leader. Because he cannot say motherfucker. Now you're president, now to be go rebase, you won't go come motherfucker. Over there, now to run the country. I want information, rebase. I want information. Dr. Bawumia to be go. Obey my come motherfucker. You're attacking. Kennedy Agyapong can go to rebase and go and see motherfucker there. And you know, obey my run Ghana. Share. Now obey my run Ghana to be go shower place in Kokojina, Unkodi, Unko na Homa, Unko no Munko Kasa. Obey that my president of Ghana. Donald Trump, Otimi ko honi na oko Soho Square oko America. He's a motherfucker. That's why he's able to run the country. He's a motherfucker. And you are attaching motherfucker no. Here papa, we a politician. Now we upeso we a great politician. Now Otimi come motherfucker. Obey the president. Kennedy Agyapong will crack the whip because he's a motherfucker. He would deal with any minister, any miscreant who will come under his government and mess up. He would deal with you because he's a motherfucker. And that is the kind of leader that we want. A need transformational leader. A leader who walks the talk. A leader who Ghanaians will believe in him. Or no Kennedy Agyapong to me transit a Kwesiko free will be masu. No match gold or you to me oil or ham. Or more the end of the my Kennedy Agyapong is a motherfucker. He will not sit down for white person to determine how we run our country. Kennedy Agyapong will not condone to any white supremacy. He will bring the investors, but will make sure that he intervene for the people of Ghana to get what is right. And that is what he is saying. Uncle United Nations, Uncle Queen's English. He will say the language that the white people will understand. Who be that? Biggest democracy in America. Now journalists interview Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump catch journalists and say, you are a terrible reporter, stupid bitch. Get away from there. We saw it, the biggest democracy in this country. Enti eno na America gu. Na economy na ye Ghana for mebuno say omo pe leader o ma mejina on kase o the economy no wa $2 nim the cedi na koto atwe baby enti no cedi no beba form na otewa na cedi ni dwane ti say Usain Bolt Kennedy Japan be come motherfucker na say dollar no beti magina ho a Ghana for beto aba man why you attaching say Kennedy Japan be come motherfucker obeti ma creative factories TNO factories all over this country, northern Ghana, Chono and Chiasu baby, na Mabru Benya Jumaya. Ghana for doesn't give a hoot about his motherfucker. Second, Japan, a bit more building a vibrant Ghanaian society. Society will become so peaceful and viable that Ghana will become a beacon of hope in West Africa and Africa in general. They don't care who is a motherfucker. Second, Japan, a bit more be a president, a bit more restore hope. More building a society that will change. Ghana's ever don't care whether he says a motherfucker or not.
Smart Gan update.
Indeed, you have attached and some now can open the Pandora box.
Smart Gan update.
And Ghanaians are looking for a leader or seeking the interest of the ordinary people. That is why they voted for Winston Churchill. That's why they allowed him to lead the war. Moses was a stammerer. But God chose Moses to lead the Israelites. Onyankopon nyansemu na oba behira Jesse man. Ah? Oba ya oba behira o mo free Jesse say Jesse mfa ne man nyina amra. Na David ni ho. Oba ya obusa say David ne ba no anyina ni o say anyina so aka ba ko no so sa madafaka no oti enwura mu no ka nyan so no sa madafaka no o say sa madafaka na mehia no sa madafaka no na de be build masafo and you will become the man after God's own heart. Enti no ye ru atachia anya de nipa dwene na nyame dwene o ewiase leaders, mama, examples of leaders in this world. Omu can worse things than this. Kennedy Japan, all the motherfucker that you see, Okaswakan. Ghana for any Jihun, because they know that he is fighting for the ordinary people. So Becca motherfucker, they be save the life of somebody who is poor and vulnerable. Somebody who tiriphobia a chino a yinikawa free body. Poor person be or tibia. No children na Kennedy Japan so become motherfucker. Now that person will survive. That person will be alleviated from poverty. That person will be fight from a crisis and a situation that he in. Then yes, Kennedy must say the motherfucker. Onka motherfucker no more. Onka motherfucker no more. Yani Jompa. Na Ghana for are not looking for a leader. Why no one say or once na moon area. But ultimately, Danny Boja Anajo. Ghana for are not looking for that leader. The Gen Zs are not looking for once now. Ultimately, Danny Boja Anajo. Ghanaians are not looking for leader. They want a straightforward leader, a leader who is very honest, a leader who can do what is right. That is what the Ghanaian people are looking for. You me wofano me pewasem who a very fantastic lawyer, but of a way there you got it wrong. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker who is still disciplined. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker who can create jobs. Ghanaians are looking for a motherfucker leader who can restore dignity in the Ghanaian society, who can crack the whip, who can put the fear of God in ministers and people who hold public office. Accountability. And that is what Ghanaians are looking for. That motherfucker now can.
Smart Ghana update.
That's what the Ghanaian Gen Zs are looking for. They can see that Kennedy Japan is that kind of a leader. And then we as you know,
Smart
the world is not
update.
going backward again with that kind of African buccaneering mentality. No, nobody is looking for that kind of a leader. No one is looking for that. Look at what is happening. A young man in Burkina Faso. Look at what he's doing. He's a motherfucker. He doesn't take nonsense. He will deal with you. So tia say no say Kennedy become motherfucker. Now say it will put food on the table for hungry youth in this country. They will have something to eat, something to hold on to. Yes, Kennedy must continue to say motherfucker. Nadia ne beba. Nadia ne ba no ye crazy no a. Obekwa akobubu Kumasi KJT and was seen modern place amana you say Dubai. Nadia naba motherfucker. That is the kind of leader that we want. Transformational leader. Every transformational leader is a motherfucker. And I only hear attach only mana. Selling Kwanyi. Where do you China? Oh yeah, motherfucker. He's got a little bit of craziness in him. So go and check the records. You are an astute lawyer. You know. Intienano. Yedi mamo tufobo. Ene bio. Yedi wie no. Na mo amaya madwene say sebio obi eba no be make endorsement about Kennedy Agyapong. Na nkofo edi na besi eyisuni a super wosa. You at Alanchemati. They did the same thing to him. And Odiabufo, such a distinguished person in Ghanaian politics. Why ye Juma Bua MPP Amanyoko Namanyoko ni the side, and the Dr. Bawumia, and then Kaono Krano on some fantasy MPP crowd, Biabi Dilechi. Alanchemati, Young Executive Forum. Wa bre party no, and Yoma Waye, and net ye vilify Alan is nobody. Nasani about the political party and ye Rebecca Krebumba sorry munya one amama background was support to political party. Look at the way NDC is trying to build their base. Mahama Meka Musementiase and they celebrate to be all Ghana. Every facet of Ghanaian society. What point to be war? Is it not dangerous for our political party to look and think deep and know say there is something going wrong for us and we need to sit up? And entertainment industry, your uncle for Mahama point to Oba movie industry, Oba any part of the Ghanaian society. President Mahama is taking over. You fool no more, you know. So be persuaded joining political parties is here. I don't think say the way obi kura wom na ono support to political party no wom na the party bibi nko ye no okan. The way I did be to a passo are vilified in the name of one person be or no woman or no buy and chair or no see party no crown. Yeah, papa no be or musica, or fanum do musica, a birthday party no crown. Yeah, and Casasa. In the name of one person, near vilify your heroes, near penny for
Smart Gang Update.
And then the course were in DC. The party is becoming so attractive to the youth out there.
Smart
and we
Update.
have the daunting task to get a leader who changing the mindset of the Ghanaian people to believe in them. Why is it that it looks as if say, a group of people they are now going to Yoko and follow one candidate, and a group of people almost also no clean and they follow one candidate? Can't you see what is happening? And we need to change the psyche of the Ghanaian people. That leadership, even for us to have reassurance on the Ghanaian voter, that kind of believability, say Ghana for say you be changing leader, so that we will have confidence in the Ghanaian people again. That look, Kennedy Agyapong is a new leader, a new face. Mumian try on a Ghana for and my Ghana for now be catch dada. So why should we, as your question, any boy? Your question, any boy? Inti, Miniano, Mumma yen tassing is sabisi panicuni na habai. Na ye baby ayekro. Leadership 2028 elections. Yen timin fa and toy. We cannot toy with the destiny of the ordinary people. As the youth will never forgive us. The youth of Ghana will never forgive us if we make that mistake. And then we'll be sorry no kasa. Na ya sorry ni ya supanwa ye mame na atoshi. Sorry so kasa. Or ye district assembly common fund. Ye name say na atoshi no no na chiche district assembly common fund. It comes from the top. It is a and go for be sorry. No mo say na atoshi. and the good district assembly common fund. Now or no ye head of economic management team or no and handle the disbursement of funds for local elections or no local governance in this country. As you disburse the funds, you will say this local, that kind of person or be a vice president or leader, if he doesn't even understand the rudiments of local governance, how can he has that effrontery or that shenanigans so lead Ghana? And then you supporters of Dr. Bawumia want to vilify Natoshi, say Natoshi and a man MPP situation you go say. And now being Kofi most of the people on social media are attacking in you don't support a candidate because of he's from the north. You support a candidate who can win an election and get you power. Majority of them every one region and but it is not about that. You cannot use emotions to defend what is impossible. It is impossible. Say can say mu ko gina northern region ho na mu ko kika mu nsem ko ye tribal politics na etimi ameme ya asantini amfi asantime mu ayeye wo dom a na ma MPP timi ba power no yenso yen ka sen mi busa ho ya na sometimes metwa bitimi twene ho a enti yenso yen ka sen. We don't do politics like that. We do politics on issues. Me sha say no maska issues aba be sisebra. What you say? Tiye very careful. Baby aye ko you see a power. Ana say ye pese ye di candidate bia na eba keke na ye be lead MPP because e duru no so na Akufo-Addo call me ensa J Akufo call me ensa nti ye san the candidate bi ba sa. Is that what we are looking for, or we are looking for political power? Yen hye so
Smart Ghana
na yen
update.
hye say political power and ye hye ana say ye pe just a candidate to come and lead us.
Smart Ghana
We want a
update.
candidate to come and lead us. It's not a problem. You should go and vote them and we will see. Say the American, you know, say northern region for new animal was sirimuno. Omokoto aba no. Ombesa amomadwan asesa ato aba. Ama vote to Akufo-Addo nyaye e northern region a Bawumia ye northern first northern obelidi a political party say ya camp party no. He couldn't garner the vote in the northern region for us. He couldn't get the vote that we needed in the north for us to even consolidate our voter base here. Ashanti region, they see what amanfo ankoto aba bebre. Eno de me twa e de ahye frigim na blesem no ye beka eno ho asem. And what we are saying is that we need to look at the candidate. Musa Dankwa ne yode elections ho enyoma ba ya na osori a oka ne nsem bi no. The first interview with Paul Adomoche, he made it clear, said it will be in the interest of the MPP, another Dr. Bawumia, to step aside. So that MPP, Musa Dankwa, why is he now, or did dilly-dally? I respect him as a poster, but today, Ninsembiano Kikano, Enkoyesa, credibility, Musa Dankwa, is very important. I respect you and I follow you, pa. But credibility is very important. So just here, etino, yen say why? Again, the informal at that time, I would make that profound statement say it will be in the interest of Dr. Bawumia not to contest election for the MPP. Because vote now unyaye northern region, vote unyaye Zongo community, northern region, baby will hold more zero in the constituency. Zero. It's so abysmal that unprecedented in the history of MPP. Ebin Zidao, a northern candidate, equal elections. Near man zero constituency. Next time I'm about may read all these constituencies at the amount everywhere. Honorable Kennedy, a compreko Agyapong. Ghana for confident in him say, see the bar on metro abanamai. Mamu me yen yayi pemu delegates yen nwini yen kwa ye ho yen nwini da chinchini ma ho yen nwini MPP amanyoko ho yen nwini the future of this country yen to aban ema honorable Kennedy Agyapong yen a new sigh of relief to go out there and win the 2028 elections. And I believe say the Kennedy Agyapong ba for 2028 elections sir yen kwa gina en yeboa yen kwa gina en yeboa. The people, I
Smart
believe, say,
Ghana update.
Valanchemati, he will come and join the MPP. We believe who? Say after the
Smart
elections
Ghana update.
and the dust is settled, we believe say all of them will come back. We need a unified force. And then yeah, about we won't people who come Bawumia once a month. Now who can now who criticize it to be now be a sum nani pano be attack you. That is not the kind of now we now to abani we are. You feel say it's only about you. Not the region vote to say the one or the region. Not the region vote to say. Who do compare those in Ashanti region and Eastern region here? Who now compare? Let's be realistic. How many votes is in the Northern region? Now we now kind we mu the move free party. You election no. Na Dr. Bawumia winya. You be pam na me pam Owusu Bempah free party ma. Say you want lose be 200,000, 300,000 votes. And now say some of us we are so deep rooted in the grassroots that we have a lot of followings. And I see on Kofi, Omudoye Persema, Omutie, and I a trans antimema on your way try from Afriyie. Now, no Pacrono, so Cotuabana, so Tuabana, say, we say, as soon as young support two candidates, so we need us also say, oh man, I don't quite any judgment. Any judgment. Oh, just say, 80, yet ye must be a baby attempt. We are not here to reply trivialities. Me, I'm not here, me, I'm above that level. Say me better reduce na my babe answer to refraps be a omunim di omoye refraps. What you say? For the first time in Ghana history, say political party bi wo na mo koto aba na citizens no omo no omo si ahene etu ahene fo no omo grassroots omo go promoti the sovereign will no koto aba no ka kire wo say fa particular candidate we brain na mo de ne ba ye beto aba me who be that in first time in Ghanaian political history said the voters themselves are pinpointing to a particular candidate mo de ne ba on beto aba amam. And then what are we waiting for as a political party? What are we waiting for? Ghanaians know say MPP is the only political party ye bet me rescue Ghana. They know, they believe that, but there's certain mistakes. And ankoye and nei ama yadru baby ayadru no. It is yadru na say Ghana for say look, we are going to give you another opportunity. And that opportunity is that bring this particular candidate. This candidate is the only person that has the credibility among you, Lord, that can change the aspirations of the ordinary Ghanaian people. Now you see, yeto yemfi na delegates no ankasa no take decision. No more can say. Oh, ye pesi di asumesi ano bentemba. Ghana force ye mfanemra. Na ye believe say delegates will be taking the right decision. Because oma swansuo aswansa ehunu die. Ghana for ye dene kwa omobeto. And we cannot toil ourselves. Sabi mi ozu empa metie. Menyi ni so obi youth bi o Ghana ha no ma. Oye mimi age, oye me contractor. Or was so much experience in Ghanaian politics than me. Tell me who. And I'll give you $1 million.
Update.
It me whom na me ka minimum maker from the beginning. And I'm a babe interview on February somewhere with Oyerepa FM. And I'm a catch them say Ghana for say about to na yan to say as a communication director of the party deputy. Me catch them say Ghana for say no man koto aba. And indeed, all the etnyoma me kan nyina no moko check here no, it has been resonating. Everybody has been talking about it. Me san be ka biom say Ghana for say mo de Kennedy Agyapong ba mbeto aba am. Me be kan am for super me. But indeed, when you go out there, that's what the ordinary people are saying. Unless maybe you won't be a what you said, the analysis are there, the facts are there, and everybody knows that. Ye to subio a very important ne say. Ye to abatu na ye kase. Oh ye dinipa we akọ the example we look at the statistics before us, the facts before us. We are almost be the atem. I would never ever insult Dr. Bawumia. Such a fine gentleman. We will never insult him, but we will put the facts before him because we believe in science and data. And today, we are not going to do politics of insult or politics of attacks. We are going to put the facts before him. And he's saying, first of all, Dr. Bawumia, started Ghana politics, or started President Akufo-Addo, Ojano, a deficit of 6.7 million MPP vote. 6.7 million MPP core vote, core base of MPP. The core election, the winning 2020 elections was 6.7 million voters. Ghana Vumuten you and yes obi these are the statistics. The man that we are dealing with believes in data. So we bring data and we present the data before him. Akufo-Addo koto aba 2020 as that time na COVID aba na Ghana for onye reshuffle said Dr. Bawumia followers ni bika and Akufo-Addo anye reshuffle wa anye re ni nyina no for atam nyina ye ministers and all these people were there. The problems that they are complaining were there. Akufo-Addo was the sitting president. Atta was him for Akufo-Addo was there. He was the leader and the president of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia, and the vice president. So let's not toy ourselves. Akufo-Addo was able to garner 6.7 million votes out the winning 2020 elections. That is a fact. Can anybody dispute that fact? Can anybody they see here Akufo-Addo timinya that kind of a vote 6.7 million Akufo-Addo timi enya sa vote or timi di winning 2020 elections? Let's ask ourselves. Then what happened? Yeah, then the vice president or then or say or the most marketable vice president. Vice president ubia teninka Ghana fo nyina teninka Akufo-Addo man akwanya e man it on na see o say oye innovation odi drone buy on no see so odi we nyina buy vice president on this anyoma we nyina buy until the popularity was there. Ghana for atom oye so marketable, he was so popular. And Dr. Bawumia went out there into 2024 elections. Ye nyina ye campaign boano say onko it is possible, so we need these elections. He went out there and reduced
update
vote from 6.7 million to 4.6 million. 4.6 million. And when you check a year, you see that almost 2.1 million deficit. Almost 2.1 million of our core vote base. Ni nyina no ayera. Yebusa ye ho amoye dede a mo ka ho asem. When you look at the trajectory, J.K. Shase a obegina ye, you saw say the vote first time appreciated than Professor Dubois. That is why the MPP people decided to give him another chance. Akufo-Addo, the first time of contesting, he almost won the elections. And these are facts. You cannot run away from it. Akufo-Addo got 49.9%. The Kaki will be not going in first round. Everybody saw it. In 2008, when Bawumia was his running mate, he went out there and he nearly won the election, but for time. You call time, Professor Mills, Owusu almost 25,000 votes. And what do we need that elections? And you know, so Babe flag bearer, now you have the first opportunity, the chance to lead the party based on all odds. Now, o president, o dineche or your vice president, or no come, unya 6 onya ojao, a ma, a japadio, a bushapenia on any TV, now or co, no a jow, or my japadian and pen plan 6.7 million. Now, say good you could drag, aqua could dig gradi, the car you took your japadia jawa. Ye bobu tuano ho ban e bo japadia no ne mpremprane no ho ban ye nko enkoto japadia no asaram emma emfa e carbon mafi. And when you look at the trajectory, Dr. Bawumia the MPP vote no oboka, we cannot allow him to continue. It's as simple as that. If you want to tell us say what if say you say okay, we want to do try and error. Now you say okay, 6.7 million Akufo-Addo what so about 4.6. In the end, some funny try. What is the guarantee? Say okwa or the biba become one manabo the Akufuado nya and 6.7 million am yet me for 4.6 million to 6.1 me afa bia ma become nipa na ntimi afa bia become wasante so amana ba 4.6 6.7 no kra na yetwebo yetwefa yebo Akufuado nya nyame ne di no wafofie 2020 ka election no kra no ka di mai enti how are we able to be assured said Dr. Bawumia's candidature fellow delegates is going to give us the needed vote to win the 2028 elections. These are the data, facts which are there. Akufuado left a vote of 6.7 fellow delegates, 6.7 million. And then you got to about 2.1 million deficit.
Update.
Where are we going to be sure, say, after 8 years? You see a second chance. Mahama, it took him almost 8 years. So if you are to go by this analogy, see Dr. Bawumia chance, it means that 2028, you know, the vote to be appreciated. I can appreciate here, maybe a Ghana for Agina to man 4.8, 5.1 million. 5.1 million cannot win us election in 2028. Even if guarantees a Ghana for grapping, say, plus President Mahama Lusu 2016 elections. It took him 8 years to come back. And you know, Yentrans in opposition for 8 years for Bawumia to bring us to power in 2032 or when. And a Ghana for Yaya ready say. Ghana for na chem say Ghana might be before mama hamon kran ko twen for so many years. Monko fa Abronye Kennedy Japan na mo fa nemra. Mo de ne ba ye beto aba na mam. What are we waiting for? Ebio, is it not the fact? Number 2, is it not the fact? Ghana for Mutebe, is it not the fact? Say, Dr. Bawumia na beka kire say ono oye ceremony na esiremu for epenasem. The first time MPP yedi esiremuni eba bedi anim o party nimu MPP a omo say ye akan political party political party no NDC for the huru yen that's so akanfo party mo akanfo ama ya kan na sebi MPP for say ombe pamo aboa tomu be dware sasedro de ombe gya na manako enti omo di Dr. Bawumia a wo ye ceremony ebeba bedi party nanim or the Obedinanima one, it erases the erroneous impression that it's an account political party. Akufuado supported that everybody in the party said, it is the best because Enona Bebua ama Dr. Bawumia Timia vote, not the region vote. Because always Ashanti region. Se okotoa bana Ashanti region, and Nyoma Kakra party bemwa na ya swayeshi. Inti say Bawumia factor no ebemwa. He can win the northern votes and add it to the vote to make us complete. Even if there's a little bit of apathy in Ashanti region, it will support and consolidate the Ashanti vote and give us the vote that we want. Ghana for Meboa. This was the notion of the major MPP voters in Bebre. That was what they were thinking. That's what they were thinking. And to me say no, na me the bomb and what's for any for a argument every day. All that we are saying is that Dr. Bawumia's factor of the northern vote is very important to us, and he will bring all the northern votes for us. It can say it is possible. It is possible. So the guy will bring the northern vote for us. And unprecedented in the history of the MPP. All the 3 northern regions, Dr. Bawumia lost all the elections. The figures are there.
Smart Gan Update.
Today, I wanted to show you the figures. The figures are so abysmal as compared to Akufuado's vote.
Smart Gan Update.
Any J4 time when a northern candidate contested an election and lost so much votes in Ashanti region. All the 3 northern regions. Go to the Savannah region and go and check Dr. Bawumia's vote and compare it to Akufuado in 2020. Go and check Dr. Bawumia's vote and compare it to the Savannah vote. The only place Otiminya on only area Odoma end office Otiminya more than say almost about 180,000 votes or something. I have the figures, but because of time, I can't just go into the realms. The point that we are making is that unprecedented. When you check the figures of Onyaya, he almost lost almost 118,000 votes, as compared to the votes are almost about 17 to 20,000 votes from the difference. Akufo-Addo enyae. It tells you, say, the man has lost the political base in MPP. It's got nothing to do with tribalism. It's got nothing to do with it. But on one, no one never trusts. So if you are to go by Dr. Bawumia's words, that the Northerners will vote for me, when you give me the mandate to become the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, it won't to me no emamen. Now you're checking Dr. Bawumia records in the northern region. Now they compare a lay and Yoma Yehun Ewo a year. It doesn't speak well of the performance as he given another chance. I was looking for the documents. Someone Dr. Bawumia Akyea Nanka me pese me Nanka may go through the documentation and the statistics for everybody to see the statistics are make one sema. The pesenka me de chiremo na muhu the northern votes and the statistics, because today I was so much in a hurry I didn't get the opportunity to but I'm just trying to look for the statistics for you so that we all compare and see say as someone American say nyina so wo so a Ghana fo nyina no, the man believes in data. So we all do data and let everybody understand say data doesn't lie and data are facts and sacred, and therefore no say the data juma we will all be able to understand say then a flag bearer yaman opportunity to lead the party as a northerner lost all these votes in the northern region and had the effrontery say nay yemeto abamano na omra meye omampani na onsama medi MPP anim emfa yenko elections in 2028. And no any can want some say the facts doesn't support Dr. Bawumia when it comes to the facts are ye can want someone ye nyina no ye ji ho akini a ye tase ne sabese panico nyina ban eti no minuanom ade a entwe yi in terms of the statistics support to the documents are nyina ye twene diary can want say.
Smart Gang update.
When you look at the issues, I'm saying minya issues now. Mesande documentation tonight. I think say I don't have it in hand. So a very important say you be no from that angle. Na ya tia say that base of the northern region no why northern region vote Dr. Bawumia ni expect say ne sabeka what media babe support to yen am yet me win that election no when me anya amaye etino it's a fact etino nobody can dispute that say obetimi di bibiaba. So those who are supported Bawumia, they should tell us where is he going to convince us say this time round the manu to me no na say de call as a flag bearer mama mutu. This is the second point. Where is he going to get the northern vote? Yes, or where is he going to get the northern vote? I'll promise you, yes, say, or your northerner, see a two abamanwa. Obey me the northern vote. And yes, what record so amount to my team. When to me and deliver, he couldn't deliver. And so, why should we give him a second chance based on the facts that I've given you? Why should we give him a second chance? And on fan ye na Dr. Bawumia ye koto abayi obegina ono ka kire ni nuanum siremfo Muslims no omo nyina na ye muslimifo o ka kire omo say this is the time kremoni anya kwanya eba bedi Ghana so ente kremofo nyina mom no omo to abama no na on showcase ma obi ehun se kremoni so betima ba bedi Ghana so ye MPP for ye believe in what he was saying. His analysis and hypothesis was very genuine, and we believed in him. Say at that time, this man can make a difference and bring us the Muslim votes, because baby a yekoyokoto baby a zongo MPP it will lose support or zongo community. But we were thinking, say this candidature of Dr. Bawumia is going to give us a lot of votes from the Zongo community to complement the MPP vote. Is it not a fact? Dr. Bawumia na beka kire na manfo bi kura so tribal and ethnic politics, but we thought it was a joke. We thought it was serious. Sorry. Enti ye call can or no can. Ye nyina ye tumpintin kwadi nachi agidi say or the sa vote no ba beka ye. Now check the statistics. All the Zongo community in Dr. Bawumia Lusu Zongo communities nina. Owusu everywhere in this country apart from Winnipeg Zongo. Men are made facts with Abronye first. He lost all the Zongo community. Mobi meji mechinye. Omo mudi Dr. Bawumia chene. Omo ye dedia. Omo di attempt super microphone. They should bring the facts or any other data. Dr. Bawumia will believe in data, and I believe him. They should bring the facts and figures to support. Say Yasema ye can say Dr. Bawumia lost all the Zongo community apart from Winnipeg Zongo. Afenyo Makeo. Apart from that, he found out Dr. Bawumia to be winning elections, Zongo community in this country. They should come and tell us. So, based on these facts, is he the man that can do the magic for us to win the Zongo vote for us? Akufo-Addo even did better than Dr. Bawumia in the Zongo communities. Akufo-Addo, who is not a Muslim, did better in the Zongo communities than Dr. Bawumia. J. Akufo, who is not a Muslim, did better in the Zongo communities than Dr. Bawumia. What are we talking about? Kwatrekwa also be mount to my TND. When I go I'm just bringing you the facts. And no creka so Dr. Bawumia, I respect him so much. I love him. He's a man of a good character. But this time round, he cannot lead the MPP. And we have to accept that. We need to understand. It's as simple as that. Oh, Jimmy. Because there's so much baggage around him. Now, let's come to the baggage area. Yen share say a DNC ya. Yen as an MPP political party no. Ye believe say Ghana ye nyina ye ba ko mutie ni ye ba wasema me beken. No obi ankwa nkotwema no ensi bone. Ye believe say Ghana ye nyina ya brewa ba ko na nana ne ye. Ye believe that. And you believe say we are one nation with one destiny. You believe that. Aye dey na MPCB sorry ko northern region. Ni akojina simpieso. Na ya ka tribal sentiments, tribal things just to win vote. Yenu ya Dominic Nitiwul yebra Matisse allegedly yes wakoka bibi or minyantie tape no, but I just want to be very careful with my statement. So if you say okay Agyapong empe mampusi for asem wan nti ye mekan sa ni nya nsa, but the fact still remains say person call tribal statements are we supposed, it's a rhetorical question. Munteni is a rhetorical question. Say, is it true say Ghana Hayati as a political party MPP say a wise and you nim the say political party a person winning an election, which we are wise people and we believe in what we are going to do. Now say ye call elections, you were one tribe by from Kusasi for and you one tribe by from Mampusi. Obinim said there are several a year akoso from generation and any chair Dr. Bawumia and you chair me and you chairman and any chair and penfo baby ekoswa yenuanum Kusasi for any yenuanum Mampusi for womo and tawantawa I don't them. Now MPP goes and pick a candidate who is a Mampusi to come and be our presidential candidate for an election. Now we have over 700,000 Kusasis in this country, and we are eligible voters. Minimum gram, you over 700,000 Kusasi people. Maybe now for form, me crop form, me bona fide friends. Be a man pushing Kusasi for Kuma Ghana assassins. Almost about 700,000. So am I statistically going to say right from day one, based on the conflict between Kusasis and Mampusi, say a confirmed Mampusi candidate or Dr. Bawumia de Neba, MPP has a deficit of about 700,000 votes. Are we supposed to say that? Are you listening to me? if we are a political party, we believe we say yeah co-election and we want to present the candidate. Young koye trouble, ina said your Dominic to your brother no kekano. Now say you see a beye real. Let's be real. Say afani afam you be any woman talk why or that. And your men and medribaye and your Dr. Bawumia's fault. It's not anybody's fault. It is not anybody's fault. But it's a problem that has been there. Now, ye share say kusasi, ye nuanum kusasi for any man pussy for one. Now, ye political party, I see a person winning power. Every vote count. Kusasi for Ohio almost about 700,000. Ye nuanum my door per matamo on Betwaba. Almost 700,000 votes. If ye nuanum kusasi for big man, but why am I winning elections? Near Sanko for Mampusi, there is a feud between these two people. Near Dinababi Jina was say, you go lose 700,000 votes. Does that make sense to us? And also, Yameka. So we near travel policy, but Muna Mako Faba, and a Michi, and Tianosu Obinim Meka. Say that one too, is it also an issue that we should be talking about here? Tribalism, we should not even entertain tribalism in our day-to-day politics. But if you have to go with the scientific data, because I'm a student of research, and if you have to go scientific data, the data no babe analysis in our political space to give us, you say, young MPP for near from science and data. We have kusasis of about 700,000 voters. Kusasis. Obey day Dr. Bawumia. Because of the problem that kusasis and mampusi have we are more dying to Abama, Dr. Bawumia. And you know, see a election we should assume, based on their argument, we should assume that we have a deficit of about 600,000 or 500,000 votes for MPP Owusu, because yenuanum kusasi for to Abama yenuanum mampusi for. Is that what we are saying? Yeah, let's think deep. Let's do the analysis from there. Let's do the analysis. I didn't real to ourselves. Said the baggage is too much. And the candidate now didn't ban. And someone and your obi and account. These are science and data, and these are facts on the ground. And we cannot do anything about it. So we need to think twice when we are going out there to elect a leader like that to become our flag bearer. He's a fantastic man. He's a wonderful person. He's very intelligent. But are we to go that way? That means that deficit, obviously, for 700,000, 600,000, we've lost it right from the beginning of the flag bearership. Now, are you hearing me, brother, sister? And you know, now you know, northern region, na MP sa omunim de omunim sebi omasua dia kwachire na omakogina o preach trouble sentiments. Preach, they are preaching it. In the coming weeks, we are going to bring the videos. You will see. Where your science and data analysis, I have never preached tribalism here. I'm just making an inference from the fact that okay, have they also thought about this? So okay. Yen say nye Bawumia fault and akusasi ne man pussy for a problem and Dr. Bawumia fault all there. But there is a problem, and the problem is that they believe that there is an issue between kusasis and man pussy for to kwai ho. Entino se me kusasi ni amen ko to aba man pussy ni e man ma medi me so. It's there. So are we supposed to say okay, because Dr. Bawumia's candidature, MPP will be so unwise to go and vote for Dr. Bawumia to become the flag bearer, so that we have a deficit of about 700,000 kusasis not going to vote for MPP? Are we supposed to say that? Are we? Let those people, MPs, no northern region, or yes, tribal, northern region. Omunkoso ye de yenkase Ashanti region ye wodom yenkasa Ashanti region ye wodom because kede ye won bantuma wodom che northern region can northern region vote in abomu bantuma vote nko abetima capture northern region yenkasa. We are not going to see that. We are all one people and yekotoaba, But how can individuals get up and be doing tribal politics? Tribal politics to get away with it. It means mumia share adeni yeni entasini sabe sipani kuni na habai. Maya nye emotions, nye shazi emotions and kasa. I've always told you. The next point I'm making, very serious and critical, is about leader. Ghana for. But they got to a point that Dr. Bawumia na be catch Ghana for say wachi. Your friend is saying Ghana seed, unlocking. He has that kind of confidence, that kind of zeal, that kind of the right English to use for that kind of enthusiastic, powerful statement that Dr. Bawumia made to call the bluff of the NDC. Say, machi sidino unlocking. It was so emphatic and so profound that machi sidino unlocking. Ediki na koma IGP. Wow, la ila illallah alhamdulillah. It occurs, everybody was like, wow, this man is back. The economic messiah. He came on the back foot of economy. It is a Papa was what chisi, the atoa. Then we started facing problems as a political party, even though we had problems one here and there. But when we get to the level, she said Dr. Bawumia Manababe can be rescue the people of Ghana in the economic cabinet meeting, a chair cabinet meeting on economic matters. Then any people will problem. But I will continue to say it because it's very important that Ghanaians will believe in Dr. Bawumia. He needs to come and prove what he's coming to do. Your man opportunity. So meye economy. We are saying that the city was running against the dollar. 17 to 18 when we left power. Is it not a fact? Am I conjuring? Am I saying anything? Oko kan so ofuriata ma okwan. Ofuriata be na ma okwan. Nye wan so na wo say Akufo-Addo ma okwan ma wo ye drones. Akufo-Addo ma okwan ma wo ye address system and the uja homo am na do economy dia na wo dwane. That flip flop, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because when you say drones ni sa anyoma no na wo ye ya wo de ba ye na Akufo-Addo no go ye president kwa wa anya hwea. Ade ti na ye kan economy ho asem say oh yeah idia na ndie the way you want free. You can't do that. You can't run away from that. That is a fact.
Smart
So the believability rate, Ghana when you're confident in him, said this man couldn't run the economy of this country. So how do we believe it? Is it only about textbooks, or when you come out and make statements? Is that all? Is that all? And how do we take this candidate to go and sell it to Ghanaians in 2028? When even though we know, say, a same dumping economics can beat the NDC to their game. We know that when Agyapong becomes a year or no, the grassroots economics. But we are talking about this. Say, assuming say Mosi Enfa Dr. Bawumia, what are we going to tell Ghanaians for them to believe? Say Dr. Bawumia has what it takes. We tell you to change the Ghanaian economy. What is he coming to tell us? Maybe they should convince the ordinary people. So what is he going to do so different that Ghanaians will believe? Say, ye koton papa ya chere Ghana for na Ghana for nyina dia rehemu shenimu na obi a yakọ elections 2024 elections. Ye ko elections Ghana for bashi economy. Ghana for bashi attacking me masubu every day. People were attacking us. Owusu Bempah, what is happening? Then the man that we had hope in, the man that we believed in him, Dr. Bawumia, that we trusted that he can change things in the Ghanaian economy, veered from the economy and was talking about digital. He was talking about digital. Wasn't it a fact? To the point that we go into communication meeting now could raise that issue, say, why is our flag bearer talking about digitalization and not talking about the economy? Now, man, for being when your problem. You see, in politics, you have to be consistent. Anything the effrontery to be attacking Dr. Bawumia say, or a liar, because he was flip-flopping. He couldn't be consistent. Why can't you come? Even if you failed the economy, the good thing a good leader should have done was to come and apologize to the people of Ghana and say, me and I can't say any, but the situation on the ground was not like that. Ghana for me, pamucho. He wasn't even honest when it comes to great leadership. Kennedy Agyapong and Babontin abe pagan of Ocho at that spell of the moment and say, this is what I said. I stand for correction and I will do it too. So when it comes to leadership, it's a whole art. And I feel that Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hasn't got it yet. And he cannot be that leader that we are looking for. And these are facts. You cannot run away from those facts. Eti, Mumia and emotions and judging what is right from wrong. Me who say social media, you know, we are not looking at that. Who you sue your emotions to judge what is right from wrong. Assembly can be the facts, unless nipa no so any contest in Dr. Bawumia. O believe in facts, o believe in data. Me shall say me the data kasa. And I want anybody to come and dispute me. And I've always said that he is a fantastic man, but I've always said Dr. Bawumia is a manager. And I mean, he is a manager, but he's not a leader. He cannot lead. There's a difference between me. I've been around 2 presidents, no youth, no youth in Ghana, and the war access to presidents. I got the opportunity to be under former President Rawlings, who has worked for 19 years in Ghanaian politics. I've worked closely with Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, the former president of the Republic of Ghana. J. Akufo, Monsieur Nyansa, me call Hoko Nyansa. Meaning how leadership operate. There's a difference between a leader, and a manager. Dr. Bawumia is a manager. Obinim manage corporate environment. Corporate said baby no way governor of Bank of Ghana, deputy governor of Ghana, Obinim be a CEO for economic team in the United Nations. Obitim say, but to lead is a big deal. One example I made will say leader. Who a leader? One attribute, very serious. Every leader must be prepared to step on people's toes. I don't see that in Dr. Bawumia. So be prepared, so best step for our offend you be to achieve the results. J. Akufo did it. He was not J. Akufo here. Offer one of panel ban anymore. The next day will be you ready. Who a minister now messy about? Obey you ready. President Rawlings, who born dog? So who a minister? You mess up under President Rawlings? Meboa. Nana do danko Akufo-Addo. Eche ya gra Nana man for say Akufo-Addo no munim no. But people were scared that Akufo-Addo will mess you up if you mess with him. Na Honorable Kennedy akompre ko Agyapong. I will be him say ena me beba motherfucker no so munya botre me paso. You see, so leadership a big deal. It's not only about can say no. He's not. But yourself, you're not in the bank. And according to young Agyapong, Nana do danko Akufo-Addo so no one pen. And open by. Yen sorry, another issue I may person me address ya san my motherfucker no so. Yen be sorry, na ye cancel. And away or NDC ni or the one could join NDC. Kennedy Agyapong ne Kennedy Agyapong yetimi gina social media near cancel Kennedy Agyapong a mole in MPP. Like seriously. Now nim adebakwe ekumi pa the younger generations are mobile nim what it takes to be such a leader within a political party. Me, I have experienced it and I know everything. Ayana ya mesre. Muka se mutiti social media ye to me. Kennedy Agyapong nyoma sacrifices a papa we ye ansana MPP to me ba power in 2016. Nobody has an idea. The money, the resource, the sacrifice, the life-threatening situation that this man has put his life together to win. And then ye nyankrofobi ma and totofi wafobi to me on social media and talk rubbish because they feel that Kennedy Agyapong is contesting. That time I know fighting Anas. That time I know fighting a group of people be fighting NDC, fighting everybody with the resources. I have seen Kennedy Agyapong in Kumasi Golden Tulip on the 8th December 2012. Now Kennedy Agyapong was fighting the NDC, a group of people. Where were you people? And then Kennedy Abeya Bonsam. to the extent say ye nyantotofi wafo bi mo mu bi o ma no kase Kennedy Agyapong na sane ye be Canada ese edu nkatia ma ye lead o why na ye NDC ni ke ye kan sa let's go by that mo why na ye mo ke ye kan sa nka why na ye mo che Dr. Bawumia ya na me Owusu Bempah me to e na we NDC ni ofi NDP ne bai onko ni party back na ye ka Dr. Bawumia de se kwedi kan we NDC ko be pe flag bearer idea ide kwedi kan because I say do get address ne maame ye ni wugu organizer me ba be kan wo Oman FM say Dr. Bawumia maame was a member of the 31st December Women's Movement no mo se me boa I say do get confirmed it ne maame ne papa was chairman of Council of State for the President Rawlings at that time. Ninyanu Mienu was key members of the NDC. Nenkunta for every other political parties. In the end, no, political party, any politics. Why would anybody want to come out there because of political experience in Tino? No, be can't be trawa. Na Agyapong no anoyeti party 1992 or started building US branch. Out of Pesika de Boa party, and the Boa Young Executive Forum now. Shatta no fighting for the party, and now no ye mo. Na nye wo di agila na wo kase Agyapong yemu wo da bi beduru a wo so ye pese ebo abaso no obi be kase akola bia no ono wo dey next to primary school ne onso be ban people be ka choso so yemu. Why are we doing this to ourselves? That obi power obi pay so also this is what he can do to help build the political party wo no na no so no ya shase malani kansem anim twatro chem. Is that how to go? You're wrong. Yen no so. Yen tiase. Say politics Ayew. Yen very careful because posterity is there to judge everybody. Posterity is there.